Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon to wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you're joining from. Let's just give a moment for a few others to join. Let's get started then. How is your day going so far? Are you guys feeling into the new moon frequencies, the energies? Type in below where you're joining from and how you're doing. So my name is Rimanju Katagata. I'm joining here from Seattle. It's a bit gray, but glad so far no rain, so which is nice. Hi Margaret from Melbourne, lovely. This new moon is interesting energies. I don't know how much you're feeling into it. I'll just go in a moment, like on the Akashic Records transmissions of what the guides were talking about and how to move through these energies or understand them better. As always, I would say is take what resonates with you. Something doesn't resonate, leave it behind you. And second part, we'll go into Reiki remote healing and receive it for our highest good wherever we need, in whatever situations we are in. It all helps in like a really connecting deeper to our vortexes, our own energy centers as well. So it really helps in uplifting. Say for example, we do tune into our energies from between 0 to 10, 10 being the highest vibration frequency, and if you are feeling into say 4, after the session you might feel into like 7 or 4.5 even, like, so the energy changes. And we are made of energy, we can move this through. Yeah. So as I go through the transmissions, I'm going to also look into my notes, so I don't miss anything. And the topic or the headline they gave is creation times. This new moon is about the creations, and on between Friday and Saturday we are celebrating the equinox as well, which is an interesting times of March. March has been quite an interesting month. Like last couple of years, I have been observing into, feeling into, is always the catalyst for a change, right? Coming into the spring and becoming more alive, more grounded, that we begin to embrace the tools that we have within ourselves. Yeah. The guides we're talking about is the old paradigm is falling out to rebuild a new one, and a design we are ready to create for ourselves with our core beliefs. This is the interesting times of, like, whatever that has been built through our consciousness. It's also the consciousness of the people around, situations around, the society around has made us build into it. Is also falling out, like, and that also makes us insecure, feel a kind of a turmoil energy is coming through, because something that we are known, the path, that route we have known is no more a route for us. So means we have to seek inwards, and we don't know how to do it. Some of us have the tools, some of us don't have the tools to go inwards, and so we are forgetting to rely on that inner guide connection, or connection to deep within ourselves. Yeah. Even though everything beneath us is being taken away, but is being held in, creating a new one. That's one thing they're asking us to remember. Like, if something is being taken away, is going to be replaced with a new belief system or a model or a design that we have been seeking deep inside. Yeah. The life we chose, we are creating right now, is from our thought consciousness. And if our thoughts change, the creation of this moment changes. And now, this moment, if it changes, the next moment changes too, right? The ripple effect of the moment to moment of the consciousness we have. Say, like, we have a healthy habits in our 30s, our 50s are going to be much better, right? Or like we have more mobility in our 30s, our 60s might be much better as well in moving the joints and everything. So it's like feeding into this moment. What are we choosing to feed is the question they're asking us. A time has begun to recreate all our version to reality. A new body, a new opportunity, or a new thought process is all coming in together. Yeah. So it's about what is that? Oh, like, why are we so not able to let go? Questioning, sitting with that, and releasing those parts is to trust in the process, trust without a doubt, and inviting in, like, oh, this is happening for my highest good, or I can handle this, or this is for, like, what I asked for is what the change is coming through. Say, like, most common thing that I have observed in the last couple of years, especially after the COVID, is the job losses being so high rate, right? And with that is like we feel like, oh, my own identity is being taken away, like this job is my identity. But we are forgetting we are just not limited ourselves to our jobs, but also much more than that. Like, we are forgetting to ask within ourselves, what other skills have I got? Like, what else can I do? What else was I praised about that I really need to invest in right now? So it's again digging deeper into those parts of it. And with all that is like on the physical realms, what we are seeing is sleeplessness or feeling tired or like a reset happening or a bit of like a headaches. Like, this energy is coming strongly. So we are kind of like confused and also not knowing, oh, where do I go? Like, it's a rush of energy is coming, and that's where the headache is also part of it. If you are witnessing anyone witnessing headaches, drink peppermint tea or use the peppermint essential oil. It really helps in calming and resting as well. But it is like this energy around our crown, third eye is expanding, and that expanding is where the uncomfort in our physical symptoms are showing up as well. Yeah, we need to force ourselves to push ourselves through the dimensions to create the reality, and we wish to create the reality of beingness is so important as well. Yeah, so to make those changes is a little difficult, but also remembering that we are here chosen ones that to be doing this change as well. That is where the most important part of it. Yeah, and right now being in this current moment, in this present moment, is all we got, and giving our 100% towards it is the most important thing we can do. The creation is what we long for, but finding the start of taking the actions is what we have to come in many ways. Say, for example, you got this beautiful project plan, like, in my past life, I have been a project manager. So it's all about creating the plan and then the micro actions as well, like, and delegating it to the teams of hey, commitment of like start date to end date and everything, right? So anything that we do, like, you got a family gathering coming together, like, you would be working backwards as like, have I got all the stuff, like, did I get the house tidied up, who am I inviting in, like what you picture about it. So even imagining to what that day situation is going to be like is where we are working backwards, and that micro actions is so important right now to be taken in consideration. Yeah, even just to daydream about it, or like making a little list about things, like, that you need to go get it. So beginning to really imagining and being in a flow of things is what the guides are really asking us to do. It can come in many ways. As you begin to think about it, we are starting to playing that part that excite us. Even by that feel of it is we are embodying the feeling, the sensations, and with that is the clear senses opening up, and we do feel like, oh yeah, this is the perfect moment, like, a perfect design that I'm bringing into in my life. Yeah, and play about and remembering there is a bigger part of it. Our micro actions, our bringing a lot more actions together, a lot more of collective humanity together, and we are building something bigger than we can understand right now. Maybe it will take 2-3 years time, and then we'll see, oh, was this what I was being provoked or like intervened to focus onto it? Like, sometimes we do focus on some things that are not giving us, but by the habit of it we keep doing it. But when we reshift in is where all that magic lies. But also the instantaneous actions of like what we have put in, we want to see the results as well, has been a mind trick we have been playing about, rather than being slow and really infusing ourselves into the process, is what the realignment is coming into. You are the core ingredient in the creation of this part, and it is your path to be excited and to be in the role of giving it to yourself, not the circumstances, situations predefined. When we see ourselves in light in future, we need to recreate the definition of what we are here for, and we are in the middle of chaos, but not to be lost in the chaos. The chaos only redefines the parts that are in misalignment at this moment of time. Like, too many things, too many situations, too many things to handle right now. You have been spread wide thin as well in those moments. Like, really dropping in, what is your priority, what is your action, where does your energy needs to flow the best right now. Really refocus into looking at the things. Like, even the best simple thing is to write down your worries, write down your actions, write down your commitments, and then you'll say like, oh yeah, actually I'm just putting this as a habit, this is an energy leak happening, I'm giving too much here and I need to retract that energy back to put it somewhere else. And by that we are really clearly seeing a bigger picture, like a blueprint of our own design that we have chosen to create and flow through it. Yeah, let me know if this is resonating with you guys, and wherever you are in your part of your life, like, is this something that you are seeing as well in your part of growth, in your part of evolution? Do let me know. The wisdom is within you. Rise above it and reclaim the sovereignty, being who you are becoming. And that is the meaning behind all these changes in the chaos and the dark night of the soul, the journeys that we are witnessing in this moment of time. Yeah. Being vulnerable and telling your story is inspirational, and coming out of the cocoon in this beautiful timelines we are shifting towards. Yeah. So whatever the journey, whatever the story that you have, being journeyed again, like, from your past years, from your childhood, like, they're all meaningful. Like, when that is happening, of course we don't like, but also then afterwards we do realize, oh, that happened for my highest good. Like, even in that moment, like, we could not see what the highest good this situation could be teaching us. Like, it might take years, decades of a particular journey to go through it, to understand deeply. But also sometimes it's the karmic ties that we are cleansing off, like, our ancestral lineage of work we are doing, so you don't see the immediate effect of what the actions you're taking. So it might take a little longer time of it, but knowing you need to hold on to this thread, this beautiful connection to your truth, to your higher self, is the most important thing. Yeah. And we are also trained into the stories of being vulnerable is a weakness rather than it's our strength, right? Like, I love the authors, or I love the speakers who tell their stories and inspire others rather than only tell the glimmers. Like, because in reality our lives is not about all the glimmers that we get there. Of course we do have many of them, but it does take a lot of work and time to get there as well. And we inspire ourselves to inspire others in this process of inner evolution. The change begins within us to create the life we chose all along. The path is set clear to evolve and inspire the community of togetherness, and we are co-creating this. Be proud of the path that you chose to flow in this part of becoming. It wasn't easy, and the way we go deep is more stable, and it's an inside work that we are catering into as well. Like, how many times we do even take time to be proud of ourselves, right? Like, we self-criticize a lot more than somebody would have raised their fingers and criticized us. Like, we rerun those deep parts of, like, not being good enough, not being content, to do more, to really be in that flow of, like, to please others. It could be like, to help others, but like we deeply inside are needing that help, to retract those energies back, like, where we have been leaking it so consciously, unconsciously as well, all the time. Yeah. the parts that were ignored and misled are the parts to be brought in together. There's a lot of evolution taking place. One of the beautiful ways that I do this every night is asking all my soul fragments, all the parts that I have served throughout the day, to come back to me, just even as a prayer, just even as a sentence, like, calling all the parts back to you. You will have a good night of a sleep, like, right, without tossing turning, because like as you come into that commune of your strengths back, all the parts that you have dispersed in giving throughout the day, you are claiming it back, and then you are all intact together, and you have a beautiful journey in your dreams. It could be like, or a deeper sleep as well, or like even if it is 4 to 5 hours, like it's so good for your body to heal, your cortisol levels to heal as well. And that's one of the things that simple practice, like, have a sticky note around so you remember to remind yourself to do this. There's a lot of evolution taking place, and it's a great time to reflect and contemplate into the inner journey. And only you know and understand your journey than anyone else. No matter what our friends say, like, what our partners, children do say, like, our parents, like, but how challenging it was, how vulnerable you were at times, how lonely you were, like, how neglected you were, all the pains. Only you know to really speak up your truth rather than for someone else. For someone else, this pain could not be the same thing. Like, for them, it could be something else, more vulnerable, more painful journey they had. Yeah. It's like, choose yourself, like, you're the core ingredient within yourself, and your essence of it may not be the same as someone else's essence. Doesn't mean your story is less spoken about or need not be spoken about. Yeah, your stories, as you speak about it, you're inspiring others. That's where it's coming up. Like, ask yourself, why did I choose this journey, and what is the strength that I accomplished along this journey, now that I can give it back to others who might have that thought process, who might need that a trigger or sense of looking at a different perspective into the situation they are going through as well. Yeah, rise above and shine like a lotus flower. I love that. Like, is truly, like, we do underestimate the power of a lotus flower, which is the most enlightened flowers, one of them. But it grows in the mud, like, in the dirty waters, but like it has to evolve through it. Like, it's like our own lives, like, without those paths, without those challenges, without those beautiful journeys we had, we would not be where we are right now as well. Yeah, I'm sure, like, it might have come through your own meditations as well, doing that inner reflection and pausing multiple times throughout the day to really get into, how am I feeling right now, what's happening, like, and asking yourself, what are you ready to create right now. That's the most important thing. Like, we are infusing ourselves with our own inner strengths. So that is what the guides were talking about for this new moon. On to co-creation. Creation begins within ourselves, and how we are going to design that by simply pausing, reflecting, contemplating, and evoking ourselves onto the beautiful parts that we have not understood or not been reminded about ourselves as well. How many times someone praises, right? And how much of those praises really land. But like, the brain really takes on to those negative things or to the criticism very well than the positive things. So it's all about those changes that are coming in place now. So I'm just going to pause there and check in. How are you guys doing with that information? Does that land for you? Do you resonate with that? Are you in something similar journey right now in your own lives? Hi, Jennifer. And yeah, when we settle down with this, like, asking, like, what is that I'm ready to create, that takes a little bit of a journey even to understand, what are my strengths, what excites me, what brings me more joy. Because nobody asks us, like, everyone, like, especially when I grew up, like, everyone was telling me what to do rather than ask me what I want. And it's only in my 30s I understood, like, what do I really want. And since then it has been a journey, and evolution or growing up is what happens when we begin with that inner questions for ourselves, yeah, than being told, because being told is what we rely on. When we go for astrology reading or Akashic reading or psychic reading, we always love that part because someone validates or someone tells us what to do and we get excited about it, because again, like, the formula has been the same. But if when someone tells, like, you go figure out, like, we don't like it. We really don't like that, because that's what we have been doing. We want some clues, we want some inspiration in this process. Have you guys been sleeping well? Or noticing any interesting dreams as well? Dreams are another portal of coming into the realization of the truth that comes through in this part of beingness, in this part of the self growth we really cater into. Sleep has been very disturbing, waking up around 2 a.m. Yeah. That is something, a routine or a pattern it becomes into, asking ourselves why at 2 a.m. that I'm being woken up to. Like, is my body telling me something? Or is there messages that I'm trying to receive at that quietest moment of the time that my guides are showing me or revealing it to me? But generally, we do get up and we feel restless, and again, the thoughts do come up, and that's another thing, like, which we struggle with. Yeah. And having conversations with our body is such a fun, interesting thing. Like, I love this book. I don't know if you guys read it, Body Keeps a Score, or Louise Hay book on the physical symptoms to, like, emotional things that are happening with each of the organs or the body parts. Really helps us into really look into in a different way of lens into the system of our own consciousness. Oh, I didn't know you were teaching me this, like, and by that is we are letting go, we are processing in different ways. All right, if this resonated with you guys, and let's get to the next part of receiving Reiki. Anyone new completely to receiving Reiki, first time, or don't know what Reiki is about? In simple terms, Reiki is an energy healing, and it's a remote healing that we are going to receive in right now, that I'm going to channel in and share through this beautiful Wi-Fi into this Insight Timer community. Or if you're going to watch replay on my YouTube as well, you'll be receiving the same, because it's in the quantum field. Anytime you say, I'm ready to receive for my highest good, you're ready to receive it. Yeah. What Reiki energy does is, when we receive in, is cleanses, clears up our energy centers, which we call as chakras or vortex field, because a lot of the times it gets like so congested in. We can't see, we can't hear, we can't process very well. So it needs a bit of a shift and a change. And with that is clarity comes in. We feel better, we feel lighter, like a lot of heavy, mucky energies are moved through, because a cleanse in our auric field comes through as well. You might notice your intentions are becoming more clear. Your thought process is much more lighter, and you sleep better, or your physical body feels better. I would say you to bring in an intention where you want to receive in, whatever the intention could be, or just say, whatever for my highest good, I'm ready to receive in. Yeah, at this moment of time. So please do give me your permissions by saying yes in the comments. So we'll get started. All you need to do is lie down, close your eyes, or sit comfortably, and just feel into each of the energy centers as I talk through, and notice like tingle sensations, heat, cold, or twitches happening, falling asleep, snoring, or tummy grumbling. It's amazing how much our body speaks while receiving the energy as well. Yeah. Anytime the mind tricks you with thoughts, you can say, like, I'll come back to you later. Right now I'm receiving. Play some music. And just let me know in the comments as yes. And but can you hear the music okay, or is it too loud? Thank you, Dina. Perfect. So settling in, relaxing in your body, taking deep breaths, holding and gently breathing out, or making a big sigh as you breathe out. Breathing in, holding and gently breathing out. Loosening up your shoulders, your jaw muscles, relaxing your legs, your palms, and getting ready with your intentions. Saying in your mind, I'm ready to receive this Reiki energy for my highest good, or a specific intention you have. And gently softening your gaze or closing your eyes. And visualize this beautiful Reiki energy, the universal energy flowing through my palms, right into your chakras. I receive Reiki. Just saying that. Calling upon the guides, Archangel Michael, Dr. Cacao Ceremonies, to lead us in this journey. And just feel this beautiful energy, the warmth or the tingle sensation or the heat or the cold, touching onto your crown center. And this beautiful vortex field is opening, expanding, the purple color, moving through any stagnancies and connecting us to our blueprint, our higher self, to our guides. Sense of knowing and clarity coming through as we open up this chakra. Breathing with ease. Anytime any thoughts come, gently come back into your breath space. Relaxing completely your body as you receive this Reiki energy for your highest good. And feel this energy moving down into your third eye between your eyebrows, cleansing, clearing your intuition. And this beautiful indigo color opening, expanding, opening up your clear senses, your psychic abilities, trusting your decisions, trusting the path you're choosing to walk upon right now. Notice your face muscles relaxing, your eyes relaxing, your jaws loosened up, your ears opening up, your nose relaxing with your breath. And slowly becoming aware of your throat center, receiving the energy to your throat center, your neck muscles, and visualize this beautiful bright blue color spinning, expanding, cleansing, clearing any emotions that are stuck to be communicated, to be expressed, releasing, reconnecting to your strengths of expressing yourself with ease and grace. Breathing in and gently breathing out. And now gently becoming aware of this energy center, the Reiki healing moving down into your throat to your heart. And notice that beautiful heart center opening, expanding, illuminating its bright light, receiving Reiki. And notice this beautiful green color expanding, cleansing, clearing any deep wounds that are not in alignment for your highest good. Receiving the unconditional love, compassion, kindness to your beingness. And as you notice this beautiful energy center at your heart opening, expanding, feeling more calmer, relaxed, shoulders loosened up. And slowly letting that energy awareness move into your solar plexus, your upper belly, and visualize this beautiful yellow color spinning, opening, expanding, connecting to your inner child wisdom, letting go of the worries, the fears, inviting in the freedom of the child that's within you, the strengths that you hold in, the confidence, the beingness, knowing your gut essence moving through, becoming much more aware as you receive healing into this place. Notice that beautiful awareness expansion coming through into your solar plexus chakra, moving down into your sacral chakra, this beautiful orange color spinning, opening, inviting in your creation energy, inviting in those desires, emotions to be expressed with ease and flow, and clearing, releasing anything that's not serving for your highest good in this moment of time. Release that beautiful gentleness of opening of your creation center, your womb center. The light of your vision, the light of your creation, becoming more alive. And now gently becoming aware of that energy center, the Reiki energy moving into your root chakra, the base of your spine. Cleansing, clearing your limiting beliefs, anchoring, grounding your design, your blueprint, your faith, your trust within yourself. Your connection with your guides, ancestors becoming strong as you ground yourself, as you anchor your beingness, your light body. And slowly visualize this energy of Reiki moving through your thighs, your knees, legs, ankles, toes, cleansing, clearing, releasing anything that's not serving for your highest good. And letting that energy move through your spine to your shoulders, hands, elbows, wrist, palms, fingers. And visualize this Reiki energy moving into your auric field, cleansing, clearing any distortions, and visualize this beautiful light all around you. And gently warming up your palms together and placing it over your heart center. Filling into this beautiful heart center with this healing, anything that's overflowing, sending into your loved ones, your pets, your home, your work, your business, your friends, your extended family, to your community, anyone that needs a healing right now, sending it for their highest good, and right into the Mother Earth, to Gaia, to the places, situations she needs healing. And gently visualize that energy coming back to you, into your heart center. And once again, warming up your palms and placing it over your eyes. And gently squinting, and when you're ready, slowly coming back. And thanking this Reiki energy for the shift, release, reconnection. The healing is closed and sealed in this beautiful light. And slowly coming back into your consciousness, into the awareness of your room, into the place you're in. Breathing in, wiggling your toes, your fingers, having some water to ground. And just in this moment of silence, rechecking where you received the most, what you felt, what you connected with. Welcome back, everyone. Let me know how you felt and where you felt the most. It's always interesting, no matter how many times we receive, every time it's so different, because we are different bodies, we are in different places. What this brings in, especially with the new moon, with the creation energies, new ideas might be playing up, new thoughts, new ideas. Write it down, because in a moment the mind will trick like, oh, who do you think you are to create this? How could you do this? This is challenging. You can't do this. This is not for you. But make a note before it's been misled with those tricks of our brain, which it loves to, the ego self. Welcome back, everyone. Anyone feeling a little sleepy, lightheaded? Hi, Jesslyn. Hi, Drake. I noticed in this beautiful space, it was more received or felt around sacral and the root chakra. Did anyone feel cold? I do have this Earth Magic deck by Steve Farmer. I'm just going to pick a card for us and see what comes up. Are you all back, floaty? Summer solstice, radiance. How beautiful. Isn't it a beautiful card? I'm going to see what the message says. Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner guide in your radiance of shine to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Allow Father Sun to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you're in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more, notice the beauty of nature, see the humor in the paradoxes of life, show your love, especially to those with whom you are closest. Then smile even more, watch how the world around you lights up. It's perfect, isn't it? Exactly to some parts of it, what we connected. Yeah, definitely getting out in the nature, receiving the sun frequencies. If you have that beautiful sun out there, go get it. Definitely the vitamin D, the melatonin. It's all good for us for a good sleep, good relaxation, de-stressing ourselves as well. And tap, move your body, yoga, tai chi, warm-ups even is so worth it. Solar plexus was very strong, a lot of releasing, tingling throughout the left leg. Interesting. It's about time that we are okay to release what wasn't serving, so we bring in what's for our highest good, the new information. Only when something moves out, we are able to download new awareness, new thoughts, new ideas too. I love that. And make sure you get grounded, a walk, sip your favorite herbal teas, some to relax into the coziness of inviting your spirit guides to give you more ideas. How you picturize that vision, how you play with that, and how it's unfolding. So you surrender and just be absorbed to just float, swim, trusting. Trusting in the process is the most important. Trusting, having a faith. If anyone new to me and you enjoyed this, give me a follow so you get the notifications on the next events. I know this morning we were going to have it at 10 o'clock. I had to cancel that and reschedule to 1 o'clock. Yeah. And there are loads of meditations podcast on my Insight Timer. Please do check that out and leave a comment. And thank you so much, Etna, for your donation. Much appreciated. Anyone feel drawn to energy exchange, most welcome to make those donations that help us to thrive and be more here on Insight Timer. It was so relaxing, almost dozed off. Perfect. Yeah, this week I've been noticing, hearing a lot, like, with Reiki, people are just sleeping, or like in some other realms completely switched off. I guess our fatigueness, our body is recalibrating and we need to completely switch off. Perfectly okay. It could be in the meditation, it could be in receiving Reiki. That's exactly where we need it to be, our bodies to rest. And if anyone missed the Akashic transmissions that we did at the very start, do check the YouTube, it has a replay. And also we'll be sending out on my newsletter. If you're not on it, do check srimanju.com. It's so fun, lovely to be here with you all doing this. So we'll be back next Monday. I think I do have something on Insight Timer, but also again on April 1st with the full moon transmissions. Click attend so you get the notification. I look forward to being with you guys. Really be more of in hydration, salt baths, walking in the nature. If the place you are in is warmer weather, walk bare feet for a little time and just feel the ground beneath you. She got us. She's holding us in this beautiful unconditional bubble of light. Thank you all so much for being here, taking your time to be participating in this community. Gathering, healing, receiving, to shift in, to become who we are meant to be. Thank you so much. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the world shine its bright light and be your radiant you. My energy stays with me, your energy stays with you. Thank you so much. Namaste. Take good care.